It had been a long day for Percy and Duck. They had spent all day at the harbor pushing trucks and shunting coaches. Duck and Percy backed into the branch sheds near Tidmouth. Toby was sitting in one of the berths.
Hello, Duck. Would you like to stay the night?
Doesn't Thomas sleep here?
Asked Duck.
He does,
Toby began.
but he's sleeping at Knapford tonight.
Duck sighed with relief. He did not want to have to go all the way back to the Little Western.
Thank you, Toby,
said Duck. Percy perked up.
Toby, you know what we need?
What?
Barked Toby.
We need a story. A good spooky story.
Duck frowned. Toby looked at him sympathetically.
No, it's fine. I don't care.
Long ago on Sodor, there were 4 engines. Thomas, Edward, Gordon, and I. We worked the line from Knapford to Crosby. We'd just recently taken a new goods contract, and we were soon overrun by all the extra trains. Gordon just grumbled and usually didn't put in much effort. But that controller finally decided to get a new engine dedicated to goods work. His name was Alfred. He was a very conceited express engine, and when he was told that his talents were to be used as a dedicated goods engine, he was furious. When he started work, it quickly became known that he was rough and careless while pulling goods. One day, however, things changed. Gordon was feeling ill. Alfred noticed this.
"Oh dear," said Alfred. "Are you all right?" "I really don't know," coughed Gordon. "I don't think I'll be able to pull the express today." "Gordon, maybe I could pull it for you," suggested Alfred. "Thank you, Alfred. That would be lovely."
Alfred went to the station where I shunted his coaches. The second his buffers touched the coaches, it felt like a lightning bolt of power had struck him. He had a devilish smile on his face. Before the guard or the rest of the passengers had gotten on board, Alfred had set off. As Alfred rounded the bend towards the newly built Ellsbridge Harbor, he came off the rails and splashed into the sea. The workmen checked the sea the next day, but no engine was found. No coaches either. And they say that some nights near Ellsbridge Harbor, you can see Alfred coming across that bridge one last time. But he never succeeds.
Rubbish, Toby.
Duck said angrily.
I bet you made Alfred up. I'll ask Thomas about him tomorrow.
Take care.
Said Toby, and the three engines fell asleep. But Toby's story just seemed all too real. Next day, Duck asked Toby if he could take his goods. Toby agreed, and so it was arranged. Duck traveled down Thomas's branch line. When they arrived at Farquhar, they were flagged down by the station master.
You're early, Duck.
Said the station master.
Please wait in the siding while Thomas comes along with his passenger train. Duck puffed to the siding, and then Thomas arrived. Hello, Duck. I wasn't expecting you to be here today.
Said Thomas.
I came down here because I wanted to ask you something. What?
Said Thomas.
Spit it out, Duck. Come on, I'm an important engine. I can't wait all day. Alfred. Oh, sorry, got to go. Gotta see a coach by the train.
And Thomas, shaking violently, puffed off. That night, Thomas was at Knapford Sheds. It was empty. Gordon was pulling the Midnight Express. Henry was pulling the Flying Kipper. Donald and Douglas were at the Little Western. And James was at the works for his regular maintenance. Duck puffed into the shed.
Hello, Thomas. Are you alright? Do I look alright to you? I've been suffering from the memories I tried to forget 59 goddamn years ago. No! You can go take a short run off a bridge!
Duck was shocked. He had never seen Thomas in this state before. Duck chuffed back to the Little Western. He had some serious thinking to do. few days later, Duck stopped at Tidmouth for some news from Sir Topham Hatt. He had forgotten all about Toby's story, but Thomas was still acting weird. The Fat Controller told Duck to go to Ellsbridge Harbor to help Thomas organize the yard. Toby's story suddenly came back to him.
Yes, sir.
Stuttered Duck. Duck arrived at the harbor. He saw Thomas. He looked very pale and tired, like he hadn't slept in days. His eyes were locked shut, and he just sat there where he was. Duck puffed up to Thomas. Thomas opened one eye, closed it, and said,
Go away, you're not welcome here. I will, after we shunt.
Said Duck. The yard manager came up to them. Duck, Thomas, he said. Once you shunt each train, please take them to their dedicated destination. And he walked off.
Alright, I'll shunt Percy's and Toby's train around line 3, and you will... No. You will do all the damn work yourself.
Duck was taken aback. And then he puffed off to shunt the first train. He prepared the train, he buffered up behind it, and pushed it out of the siding. Suddenly, Duck became very, very angry at Thomas, and nobody knows how to explain what happened next. Something came over Duck, and he bumped the truck so hard the leading coupling snapped, and the truck started rolling towards Thomas. The trucks hit Thomas, and he bashed through the buffers and plunged into the sea.
Shomesh!
Thomas awoke 17 hours later. He felt bruised and battered, but well rested. The Fat Controller was in front of him.
Why did you not help Duck with his shunting? You are both in very big trouble. Both you and Duck branch lines will be taken away, and you will have night duties at the harbor near Tidmouth.
Thomas was sad and scared. A few days later, he and Duck met at the harbor and started work. they had finished, and the last train had left, they were both getting prepared to set off for home, when they heard a whistle.
Who was that?
Asked Duck suspiciously.
It seems familiar. Are we expecting another delivery?
No, said the driver. Donald's train was the last one scheduled. Then both the engines heard puffing and an evil laugh. Duck and Thomas froze as they saw a shadowy figure across the bridge above them. Just then, it disappeared, and they heard a splash behind them. Duck and Thomas immediately knew.
Let's get the hell out of here. Way ahead of you.
That night, the engines told Toby. Toby didn't understand as he was too tired. Next night, the two engines were back. Henry was the last train with the flying kipper. And the two engines were about to go home when they heard the whistle again.
Here we go again. Why don't we give him a run for his money?
Said Duck.
Yes. Let's send his ass back to hell.
Hello, Thomas.
Said Alfred.
Long time no see, I believe.
Thomas was too scared to answer, but Duck had already had enough.
You see what you've done to this poor engine? He's on the verge of committing suicide.
Alfred looked impressed.
I see you have acquired a companion, little Thomas. No matter.
Alfred started to puff forward, slowly towards Thomas. He was closer and closer when someone buffered up behind him and pushed him into a siding. The engine then bumped Alfred into the sea, one last time.
That is where you belong.
Gordon said sternly. Thomas and Duck were relieved.
Oh my! Oh my! Thank you, Gordon. Thank you. How did you find out about Alfred?
Kirby told me. It was my obligation to put him in his place. It was my fault everyone died that day. I was not responsible with the express, and that cost the railway a lot of damage. But now we are finally at peace.
And the free engines never saw Alfred again, but still have the memories that are tucked away forever. The end.